Okay, here's a little follow-up video. This is again for Adventure Travel, Classic Comedy Club, or Music Masterpiece Theater. I just did the video a little while ago on the Adventure Travel Club to show you how to use the templates. Just change the pictures out and change the date, and that's about it. Now here's how I make the placemats. Again, I go back to last month's trip, which was Italy. I just open that up, and in there I've got my boarding pass and my placemat that I did last month for the Italy trip. You open the placemat. Now I've done this one in PowerPoint. You can do it in Publisher. It works almost identical. So whichever you're more comfortable with. For this type of thing, I prefer PowerPoint, but a lot of people like Publisher, so whichever one. All right, what we're going to do is in the last video, if you saw that, I've already saved a couple of pictures of Ireland to use for the boarding pass and to use for the placemat. Now what I'm going to do is just take my picture, click, make sure you've got just the picture, which I do here. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to change the text. Notice I highlighted the text box where it says what. I'm going to change that to Ireland. The when. Going to be March 8th. And you can change these around a little bit if you want. I just found this is a good format to use. And then join us down at the bottom. You see where it says join us for a trip to Italy. I'm just going to change that to Ireland. And you may find, depending on the color of the picture that you insert, that you may have to change the font color or something so that it'll show up. But we'll find out in there in a second. So I'm going to go up to the top, toward the top left, see where the cursor is. I'm going to click on Insert. Then I'm going to click on Picture, see where my cursor is there on the left. Okay, and I'm just going to navigate to the folder on my computer where I've already made my Ireland folder. It's right here. It's the last one because it's 2014-03. So Windows automatically puts those in chronological order, as I mentioned before. I'm going to open that. I'm going to use one of the pictures. I just named it Iceland placemat picture. Again, that's the picture I got from images.google.com. And I'm going to click on Insert. And then I will just click and drag the edges of the picture to make it the right size to fit right inside the placemat. This is an 8.5 by 14, and I'll show you how to set your printer up in case you haven't done that. Okay, I've got that. I'll make sure I've got it in between the borders. There we go. And I'm using my arrow keys right now, up and down, left and right, to move the picture just to get it just right. Okay, now I'm going to click on the picture. So the picture's highlighted. You can see it's got the little rim around it and the little circles in the corners and the square boxes in the center where my cursor is now and where it is here. Now I'm going to go up to near the top right, see where it says send backwards. I'm going to click on that. And you may have to click on it a few times depending on how you did your text boxes. Okay, this text box, and so what that did is that sent the picture to the back. Now I had several different text boxes. You could do it all in one text box. So I had to click send backwards a few times to make sure all the text came up to the top so you can see it. Right here in this bottom text box, since you can't read it, I'm going to change the color. So I've gone in the text box, I've highlighted the text. I'm going up here, see where I clicked on where it has like the A and the red underneath it. That's for your font color. I'm going to change the font to white for down there and see it shows up just fine. On this one here, on the second one, I'm going to change that to red. And I've also got it bolded in case you can see where my cursor is, where the cursor is right there. I bolded it. So that shows off pretty good. You may want to play around with it to get different colors, but you have to do this depending on what the what the color of your, and I might even want to change the color down here at the bottom where it says join us for a trip to Ireland. Let's just see what white looks like. That looks pretty good. So right there, I'm going to do that. I am going to save that. I actually already saved one. This is an Italy placemat that I'm replacing, and I don't want to save it as an Italy placemat. I want to save it as an Ireland placemat. So what I'm going to do is go to my Ireland folder right there, and I'm going to change the name to 2014-03 Ireland placemat. All right, so it's there. Now all you got to do is just print enough copies for your dining room for however many people you normally have in there for a meal. Print that off and put the servers. I leave it out there for the servers, and then they put them out for me when they're normally setting up for the meal. And you'll have it. And that's your placemat. The other video showed how to do the boarding pass. Very simple. Only takes a few minutes. It literally takes 5-10 minutes to put this together every month. All you got to do is change out the picture, and then change the date and time, and maybe change the font color, and you're done. And that's it. So if you got any questions on any of that, please give me a call. Like I say, with this and the boarding passes, you could probably set up an adventure travel trip in about 30 minutes. Okay? If you got any questions, give me a call.